unser Play of the Week von Horvath hier im Kreis zu sehen. In diesem Play ist er in seiner Funktion ein Free Player, Free to the Post. Das heißt, er darf sich aussuchen, wo er läuft, und wie er läuft, macht er abhängig davon, was er sieht. Hier zunächst der Quarterback macht irgendwelche Anpassungen, der Lewis kommuniziert, was er glaubt, dass das bedeutet. Hier sehen wir jetzt, dass er liest zu der Seite, wo die drei Receiver sind. Wichtiges Momentum ist immer, dass wir viel Druck von der D-Line bekommen, was wir hier sehen können. Jetzt kann er sich die Freiheit nehmen, nur den Quarterback anzuschauen und seine ganzen Reaktionen auf ihn bezogen zu machen. Was wir hier auch sehen, der Wurf kommt, der Lewis stoppt seine Beine, er weiß, dass der Receiver in seine Richtung kommt, muss sich aber nicht mehr drum kümmern. Wichtig ist auch, dass der Linebacker im Vorhinein schon, hier der Uwakwe, in seine Zone tiefer sinkt. Dann muss auch der Wurf entsprechend angepasst werden, was uns immer in die Hände spielt. Und das ist das Stichwort, da ist der Ball in den Händen. Lewis ist ein geübter Returner, hat schon viele Punts returned. Defense Touchdown, ganz große Sache, keine Frage.
This week's play of the game is presented by the best defensive line in Europe, the Dutch Vikings defensive line. In this week's video clip, we will show you what we call a tech stunt, which you will see on the left-hand side. This stunt is run between the 3 technique and the defensive end. The reason why we call it tech stunt is because the 3 technique, typically in football terminology, is called a T. The responsibility here, the way the stunt works, is that Marvin, who is the guy on the right hand side, needs to attack number 72, which is the left offensive tackle. His aiming point is the inside shoulder. While Marvin is attacking the inside shoulder, Balogh, which is number 1, which you see over here, his responsibility is to set up the offensive tackle to make him think like he is actually attacking the outside shoulder of the tackle, when in reality he is simply just exposing the tackle's shoulders in order for Marvin to set a pick on the tackle, which you would similarly see typically in a basketball game. This is what they call a pick and roll. As Marvin is setting the pick, Leon understands what Marvin's doing, and he sees him crossing his face. As Marvin is crossing his face, he will see the running back picking up Marvin. As the running back picks up Marvin, you can see the quarterback hesitate a little bit, and as the quarterback hesitates, the only place for him to go is to step up into the pocket. As he steps into the pocket, Balogh is more or less running right into him, and that's what we call a
Hello out to all the Vikings fans. We're here with the play of the game for Week 8 versus our Silverhawks game this past weekend. We're going to be taking a look at Alex DeHarry and Uwakwe. The situation here is we have 30 seconds remaining in the half, so we know that they're going to try to throw the ball deep and down into the end zone. So we have a 3-man rush here, as you can see, and all of our DBs is what we call a prevent defense in American football. So we're sending 5 guys deep, understanding that they're going to be sending 4 guys into the end zone. The linebackers are back looking for quarterback scramble, and our D-line has a free rush to the quarterbacks. We see Alex is in a 3-point stance here. He's in a sprinter stance. He's just thinking about getting after the quarterback. He gets a nice get off, does a quick arm over, and has great hands and quickness to the inside, and basically comes untouched through. And now here's the nice part of the play where Alex is concentrating. He sees that leather pigskin out there, and he's going to try to swipe at it with his right hand. Gets on it, brings his hand down, nice club, nice pickup by Ugo, and we're going the other way.
Dear Vikings fans, welcome to this week's play of the game, presented to you by the Defensive Line University. We have a four-man rush here with Alex Teheri, Marvin Vappel, Benedict Dorner, and Leo Miskanduguni. Basically what this move here is, if you focus your attention to the left defensive end, so that's the defensive end that's to the most bottom of the screen, he has been setting up the offensive lineman throughout the game to make the offensive lineman think that he's really attacking the edge each time. And what we do here is it's kind of a move that we call an arm over jab move. And let me play this so you can see it. As you can see, the offensive lineman really oversets quite a bit. So he basically takes 2 steps and he's more or less perpendicular to the line of scrimmage, which allows Alex to get a great move to the inside. In addition to Alex, we have a good pass rush from the right defensive end, which is Leo Miskanduguni, and also Benedict Dorner. Marvin Vappel here, who actually comes up with the interception, is more or less a spy guy. He's double teamed, triple teamed in the middle. His job is to make sure that the quarterback, if he does lose, if he does start to scramble because we have good pressure, that he more or less mirrors the quarterback and just shadows him so he can possibly make the play on the quarterback. In this case, Alex Teheri gets a great pass rush, and as the quarterback releases the ball, Alex is able to get his hands on the ball, which forces an errant throw. And Marvin Vappel, who you can see right here at the 34-yard line or so, is right in the middle, surrounded by 3 offensive linemen, and he's just a good enough athlete where he can more or less elevate and pluck the ball out of the sky. And then, of course, once you intercept the ball, Marvin is aware of the fact that we want to score. And yeah, he rumbles and stumbles down to about the 15-yard line. Luckily for Bratislava, we didn't get a score on this play, but nevertheless, it's a great play.
Hallo Vikings-Fans, Daniel Aubeck hier, Defensive Coordinator Vikings Team 2. Ich bringe euch heute das Play of the Game gegen die Cineplex Blue Devils. Wir befinden uns hier in einer Third-and-Long-Situation, 3. und 24. Die Offense kommt in einer 3-by-1-Set heraus. Wir spielen eine Cover-1, sprich unsere Cornerbacks, unser Nickel und unser Safety sind ein One-on-One. Zusätzlich haben wir einen Hack von unserem Linebacker. Wir bringen dazu 5 Leute auf einen Blitz. Okay, wollen damit den Quarterback unter Druck setzen und ihn zu einem schlechten Pass zwingen. Die Cineplex Blue Devils kontern da mit einem Screen Pass, sprich die O-Line lasst unseren Pass Rush durch, die laufen upfield und dahinter positioniert sich der Running Back. Hier besonders Aufmerksamkeit bitte auf den Ante Drasetic, ein sehr junger Spieler, 18 Jahre, aber super smart, merkt, dass er durchgelassen wird von der O-Line, bleibt sitzen und kann sich neben den Running Back positionieren und den Ball abfangen. Ein wirklich sehr überragender Spielzug für einen so jungen Spieler und definitiv mein Play of the Game.
Hello Vikings fans, I have this week's play of the game from our semifinal versus the Graz Giants. We're going to be looking at a standard first down play here in a 2-by-2 formation. We can see the Giants are in. We're in our standard defense, 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers as you can see here, and 4 DBs over the top. And what we're going to be seeing is a first down play where the Graz Giants have a run-pass option, pretty standard in football these days, where he could either hand the football off to the running back or he has the option to throw the pass. So defensively, it's very important that each guy is doing their jobs. And we're going to see a big play here. We have a defensive touchdown, and that's always huge for a defense, the crowd, our fans, and obviously for the score. So as we take a look at this, the quarterback's going to take a snap on the ball, and we're going to be looking at our defensive end, Alex Teheri, who's been having an outstanding season, and Uwakwe, who's been our ball hawk as of late and has been doing a great job in his pass coverage and run defense. As you see here, the ball is going to be snapped. Quarterback had the option to hand the football off. he ends up deciding to pass the football. Ugo is taking a nice drop. He is an inside leverage. Our corner is also breaking on the ball. And as you're going to see here, we have good inside and outside leverage on the our defense against their offense. What we didn't see in the initial video is that this ball is tipped. And I always tell our defense, anytime that we touch the leather, that's a good thing. Opportunity for interceptions. The ball is tipped, it's in the air, it's not going to be on time for the receiver, and Ugo has a chance to intercept the play. He makes the catch and then takes it downfield. We can watch this from the end zone as well. You can see the great work by Alex Tahiri, engaging with the offensive tackle, taking his gap, and then he gets his hand up and tips the ball. Ugo makes a great catch, and then he turns into a running back, and with his outstanding speed, he ends up scoring a touchdown for us.